Okay, what's up, guys? So, uh, I'm actually trying out a new. So this is not. So I did a first take as a demo to make sure this worked. So it does. So in that case, here's my video. So we are going to be comparing Omni-King Zeno to the Marvel Universe. Now, Seth the programmer has actually done a video comparing Goku to the Marvel Universe and comparing Goku to the DC Universe. So I'm going to be comparing Omni-King Zeno to the Marvel Universe, as I think this is a very interesting kind of video. So I have made a Google presentation showing you what I think. Okay, so Omni-King Zeno. Now, this guy, he might, I don't want to say he's the most powerful being in Dragon Ball Super, because I'm pretty sure he is surpassed by Super Shenron. But regardless, Omni-King Zeno is really powerful. I mean, he's at least he's at least multiverse level, and I would say he's hyperverse level. As Beerus says in Dragon Ball Super, that Omni-King Zeno can destroy the entire multiverse in the blink of an eye. Like, literally blinking his eye and destroying the multiverse. That's crazy. So, with that being said, Omni-King Zeno is a force to be reckoned with. He is not someone to be taken lightly. But how does he compare to the Marvel Universe? Well, let's compare him. So that's his power, is basically just, I guess you could consider it reality warping. He really is. He's just powerful. He really is. So, without further ado, let's get comparing. So, he's powerful, but how does he compare to guys like the Living Tribunal, who is the judge of the Marvel Multiverse, and is at least hyperverse level? How does he compare to the Beyonder? As you can see here, he says, I'm not sure if you can read that right, but it says, "Nothing you dream of is impossible for me to accomplish." That's how powerful the Beyonder is, and we really don't know where he came from. So, the Beyonder is basically omnipotent, because he's responsible for all the secret wars. How is he compared to the One Above All? The One Above All is the god of Marvel. He is. He's God, basically. He's all powerful. How does he compare to Thor? Now, Thor is a god, but he's not the most powerful being. But I know Rune King Thor is very powerful. I can't really read that. Okay, so here's what he says here in this picture. So, Rune King Thor. Rune King Thor is when Odin died in the Chaos War and Thor took over. He said, well, I'm not sure what the first thing says. Who are you? It says, like, who are you? Blurry words. Thor, God of Thunder and Lord of Asgard. So, at this point, Thor is so Rune King Thor is the God of Thunder and now the Lord of Asgard. So, that's crazy, but how does Omni-King Zeno compare to Galactus? Galactus, the Eater of Worlds, has the ultimate nullifier which can erase anything. How does he compare to Scarlet Witch? Scarlet Witch is a reality warper, and a lot of people don't talk about her when they're talking about powerful characters. They often want to talk about Galactus, the One Above All, the Beyonder, the Living Tribunal. They often don't talk about Scarlet Witch. And I'm not sure why. Because Scarlet Witch is an insanely powerful reality warper. Because, like, she once went crazy and changed all of time to benefit her. That's how powerful her reality warping is, which is insane. So, how does Omni-King Zeno compare to her? Finally, how does Omni-King Zeno compare to Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch's teacher? Correct me if I'm wrong. But Doctor Strange has even more powers than Scarlet Witch. He he has reality warping, and he also has like like teleportation, mystic lightning, like just crazy stuff. All right, crazy stuff. So that's that's crazy. So how does Omni King Zeno compare to all of these powerful giants? And those are just a few powerful, just titans of the Marvel Universe. I could also name off Thanos, Mad Jim Jaspers, White Phoenix of the Crown, Adult Franklin Richards, just so much more guys that are just so powerful. Well, alright, so here we go. So, okay, so Omni King Zeno is Hyperverse level, according to me. And it doesn't really state what powers Omni King Zeno has, but, like, I'm assuming that his power is, like, has to do with reality warping. Because I don't know any other power that can do that where it can just, I mean, it has to be reality warping. So Omni King Zeno, let's say that he's an insane reality warper that can destroy a universe, destroy a multiverse in just a wink of one of his eyes. That's why he never blinks, is because that's how powerful he is. And right now in Dragon Ball Super, there's a tournament where if whichever team loses, their universe is destroyed by King Zeno, and probably gonna be in the blink of an eye, just because that's how insane King Zeno is. And like Beerus and Whis, I think they were like bowing down to him because, and that was one of my favorite scenes because Beerus was like humbled by King Zeno, and to me, Beerus always seemed like an egomaniac. But we're not talking about Beerus, we're talking about King Zeno. And how does he compare to the Marvel Universe? Well, he every easily beats every street fighter, quote unquote. Because, like, when I talk about Street Fighters, I'm talking about Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Deadpool, Spider Man, Captain America, Iron Man, just all these guys. Heck, I'll even say the Hulk. I'll even say that King Zeno could beat the Hulk, could kill him. Because the Hulk can destroy a world, but King Zeno can destroy a multiverse, and there's no way the Hulk could handle that. So he can easily beat Deadpool because I feel that Deadpool has like he survived some pretty crazy brutal deaths, like being ripped from limb from limb by the Hulk, literally. Like he just tore off his arms and his legs, his head off, and then tore his torso in half. Like he was a piece of paper. And then he just regenerated back and he killed Bruce Banner the Hulk when he was calmed down, so he turned back into Bruce Banner. So yeah, Deadpool would be insane, but I've never seen Deadpool destroy a multiverse or a universe or a galaxy or even a planet. And King Zeno can destroy a multiverse. Therefore, Deadpool is dead, in my opinion, against Zeno. Uh, Spider-Man dead, Venom dead, Carnage dead, Toxin dead. Just all of these guys are so much more weaker than King Zeno. Now let's talk about. So I think it'd be boring to talk about. Well, okay. So let's talk about the quote unquote gods. Basically, when I talk about them, I talk about. Well, hold on. Let me get something real quick. Okay, so this is the. So, what I have in my hand is the Marvel Encyclopedia. Okay, so, like, when I talk about gods of Marvel, I'm talking about guys like Bast, which is the ancient Egyptian panther, and the god of Wakanda, which is Wakanda's the is like the home country of Black Panther, and then Zeus, the god of Olympus, actually the king of the gods in the Greek mythology, Gaia, the mother of Earth, and Ambatsu Mikabashi, which is the Shinto god of chaos, responsible for the Chaos War. I think so. And, oh, correct me if I'm wrong, and Odin, the All-Father of Asgard. So, how does Omni-King Zeno compare to these guys? Well, I don't think Bast, like, Bast is a god, is a god of a country, but, like, Omni-King Zeno, Omni-King means king of everything, so said that King Zeno is king of everything, and he's got the feats to back it up because he can destroy a multiverse, the blink of an eye. So I don't think Bast could beat Omni King Zeno. Zeus. Now Zeus is probably he might hold his own, but he's not gonna beat him. Gaia, he's not gonna beat him. Amatsu Mikabashi's not gonna beat him, and neither is Odin. And if Odin can't beat him, then Rune King Thor probably can't either. Let me just go back to the slide of Rune King Thor. Yeah, if Odin can't beat Omni King Zeno, then neither can Rune King Thor. Even though Rune King Thor is a lot more powerful than Odin. All right, but then we see reality warpers like Yao the Ancient One, which is the mystical master and teacher of Doctor Strange. We see Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch. Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch. We see these guys fighting Omni King Zeno. But these guys, although they are very, very powerful reality warpers, I don't think they can compare. I've never seen them destroy a planet or a galaxy or a universe or even a multiverse. So, but Omni King Zeno can do all of those things and much more. So, yeah. Okay, then we go to Sidorak, the Lord of Oblivion. And this is from the Marvel Encyclopedia of 2016. Sidorak may be the strongest magical being in the multiverse. Not only is his name so powerful that it is spoken as part of spells, but one of his game is the source of the Juggernaut's powers. One of his gems, which is true. Sidorak even has the strength to imprison Galactus, the devourer of worlds. So, can Sidorak beat Omni-King Zeno? Nah, I don't think so. Uh, Even though it says he may be the strongest magical being in the multiverse, I don't. He is one of the strongest beings, but I don't. I don't know, man. Like that's Sidorak is very powerful, but I'm not sure. Now Galactus, devour words. Now here's one thing that Galactus has that quite possibly might be Omni King Zeno. Give him a run for his money. The ultimate nullifier. The ultimate nullifier can wipe anything, can erase planets, galaxies out of existence. The ultimate nullifier might be Galactus's trump card. Probably not. Like, he's probably not gonna beat Omni King Zeno. But I don't know, man. That'd be hard because he does have the ultimate nullifier, and the ultimate nullifier's overpowered. The only way that Galactus, like, the only possible, I don't know, Galactus is pretty powerful though because it takes like all the heroes on the Earth to from Marvel to like even like do damage to Galactus, even just to protect Earth. And Silver Surfer had to talk Galactus out of not destroying the Earth. But at the same time, like, Beerus would, like, if like, Omni King Zeno told Beerus that he's gonna destroy Universe 7, like, Beerus would be, I think Beerus would be pleading, like, begging for Zeno to not destroy the Universe 7, but Silver Surfer was just kind of talking Galactus out of doing it. Like, no, please don't, Galactus. With us, Beerus would be like, no, please, Omni King Zeno, king of all things, please don't destroy my universe. Something like that, you know? And Beerus even told Goku that if you like, if you decide to fight Omni King Zeno, then I'm gonna take your life. Then I'm gonna kill you. And, and Beerus was very serious about that. So, yeah. But then we come to cosmic entities, such as eternity, the embodiment of time, infinity, which embodies the entirety of space, oblivion, which is the personification of destruction, and Mistress Death can give and take life as she pleases. These cosmic entities are basically what brings balance to the universe, I guess. So, it even says here that the multiverse must remain balanced or all will be destroyed. But anyway, so these cosmic entities are probably gonna be universal level. I would say Mistress Death is galaxy level. I would say Oblivion is galaxy level, maybe even universal. I'd say Eternity and Infinity are both like universal level. So, but Omni King Zeno is hyperverse level, so that's, yeah. So I think he can beat all of them. Alright. Well, I'm not even gonna bother talking about Apocalypse because all these other beings, if they're so much more powerful than him, if they can beat him, then how can he? Doesn't make any sense to me. But here's where we get to the ultimate. Well, not the. We get to adult Franklin Richards, which is probably gonna be uh, probably universal level. I'll say universal. Alright. So anyone that's below, like, I think anyone below a hyperverse level cannot be Omni-King Zeno. But alright, but let's look at the people that I have here. So let's look at the Living Tribunal. Living Tribunal. The Living Tribunal is like the judge of the multiverse. Literally, like he has the multiverse in his body. So he's easily hyperverse level. And so is King Zeno, so I think that would be an even match. And that would actually be a good fight. I feel it would be even. I don't know, man. That's too close to call, honestly. But you know someone who has beaten the Living Tribunal? The Beyonders. The army of the Beyonders. They have killed not only the Living Tribunal, but all the Celestials. And they've also created the Savage Land, Molecule Man, the Cosmic Cube, and that's ridiculous. They've created Molecule Man. Molecule Man, he can destroy molecules and also, like, create. He once shot the Beyonder with the blast that could, like, destroy multiple universes. So Molecule Man is easily multiverse level. I think he'd be evenly matched with Omni-King Zeno, probably. But what about the Beyonders? The creator of the Molecule Man? Well, the Beyonders bring me to God Emperor Doom. And Emperor Doom, well, God Doom, has the power of the Beyonder army. He has their power. So you put all the power of all of the Beyonders in one, except for in one body, except for this Beyonder, and you put it all in one body, and you get God Doom. And I think it'd be a close fight between God Doom and Omni-King Zeno. But I'm gonna have to say, man, God Doom, I think, could be King Zeno. If God Doom can kill the Living Tribunal, since the Beyonders could, then yeah, that's no contest. The Beyonder can definitely beat King Zeno, since he was able to take blasts from Molecule Man that could just destroy so much universe. It could destroy multiverse. So, it even says here, nothing you dream of is impossible for me to accomplish. So, yeah, guys, that was my video. I know I kind of left out some people. I left out Thanos. I kind of left out One Above All, which it's so obvious that he can be King Zeno. But I left out Thanos, who, I left out Thanos, who is probably. I left out Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. I also left out. I left out Mad Jim Jaspers. But, like, just to put it to perspective, if Omni-King Zeno was in the Marvel Universe, he would probably be one of the most powerful beings in there. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I Now, I said a while ago that I would do uh a big time button bearing gameplay. Well, now that I got a Screen Capture Pro, I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna look good. Bye, guys. See ya. Peace. Stay in school. Be good in your neighborhood. And yeah, man, that's it. That's it. Booyah. Just testing out the voice capture. All right. See you guys.